May I put my gloves on?
Yes.
Thank you. It's much better.
It's not working right.
Good afternoon, how are you? Are you cold? Yes? Well, we are gonna stay here to stand the cold, okay? Because you're coming down here, you have no other choice. Today, how many days already? 105? 106? Okay, 106. We have tomorrow left for Virginia. Is that right?
Yes.
So we will be saying goodbye to Virginia tomorrow night to get to Washington, D.C., which is our final state. And then after that, we get to go home. Well, when we go home, what's going to happen? When all the venerable monks go back home, what is going to happen? You continue. Are you going to continue?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Is that positive?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
How are we going to continue? His work? Like doing... Are you going to start walking on the road? Don't do that, okay? We're going to start doing our meditating, our mindfulness practicing. Is that right?
Yes.
To train our mind and then to practice to have loving kindness and compassion. These are the things that we really need in our life. These are the things that this world really needs it. And without loving kindness and compassion and peace, this world is not a better place for us to live. And unfortunately, we are living in this world, so we have to face with all those things. And that is the reason why we are coming out here for the same missions with the venerable monks, to practice loving kindness and compassion, and to practice to have peace for our own and our family. And that is the way to spread peace throughout this nation and this universe. Is that right?
Yes.
And so for the way to practice that is mindfulness practicing. You know, who in here that already took a 10 days retreat? Okay, 10, maybe around 20 people have already taken 10 days retreat. Will you practice noble silence at all?
No.
During those times? And no lovers at all?
No.
No lovers. Your cell phone. Stay away from lover for those 10 days? Yes? How was it? Hard? Very difficult? Because of that, lover is always calling you, right? And for that reason, it's very difficult for us to stay silent, even though we cannot talk because nobody talked to you. Everybody have to stay silent to keep noble silent. But of course, in our mind, we talk. We talk alone. We talk with all those wild animals inside of us. We have all kind of wild animal inside of our head, our world. Our inner world, we have tiger, we have lions, we have hungry ghosts, everything. Okay? Why do I say that? It's because all those defilement minds, all those unwholesome mind, I call them as wild animal, because they could eat us up at any time, and also eat all the people as well. They can eat the whole world because they are very hungry. Okay, it means our mind when it's untrained, our mind is when live with unwholesome thoughts. It could damage the whole world, which is our world, and damage that outside world as well. Will harm a lot of people, harms a lot of beings. And that is why we need to train those wild animals to stay calm and stay at this present moment. Just like me back then when I trained Aloka. When I took Aloka to class, of course, they took me inside of that room and teach me first before teach Aloka. Right? They taught me how to train Aloka, how to work with Aloka. And then from there, I learned how to train Aloka. When Aloka see the rabbits, he chased after those rabbits. And unfortunately, at the temple, we have a lot of rabbits. And so Aloka always chasing after rabbits and chasing after the squirrels. Every single time Aloka see anything that moves, he pick up right away and then chase after it. He's a very energetic child, boy. Okay, very active. And so every time when I have his leash, when he about to pick off, I tuck it back and I say, nope, stay. And he was like, He wanted to go after it, but I say no. And I ask sit. And then he sit, but then his mind is still looking forward those rabbit and squirrel and things, right? And then after a while training him, now that he stay calm, whenever he see the rabbits, whenever he see the squirrel, he'll be able to sit right there. If I don't let him go, he won't go. He just sit in there and stay calm and then look at the rabbits. He act like he's very calm and very peaceful, but he's not. And then day after day keep training him like that. So now I put him off leash. When he's off leash, when he see the rabbits at the beginning, he also will go after the rabbits. But when he hear my command, he will come back and he stop. Same thing as training our mind. I learned it from training Aloka. Our mind, when we see anything that moves within our eyes, when we see beauty, when we see anything that is beautiful, our eyes always wanted to search for anything that is beautiful, nice, that is catching, that we wanted to see, wanted to look, right? And for us to train ourselves, we have to restrain these eyes. We have to block it. We have to shut it from seeing the beauty. And then what happens if we see the beauty? We already see it. Now that we have to think, all these are impermanent. It will change. Because that's the nature. Everything will change. Even it doesn't matter how beautiful that person is. One day it will change. But unfortunately, every day when in the morning when you wake up, you always go to the bathroom and look at that mirror and look at yourself in that mirror and admire yourself. How beautiful am I? Do you do that? And then when you see some pimples on your face, you're sad. Now that you find a way to try to remove those pimples, and then after remove it, there's this black spots on it. Now you want to go find some chemical or anything like that to remove those black spots on your face. We took care of that's the eyes. Now the ear. The ear is always hearing soft voice, soft and nice. You always wanted to listen to all those soft and nice voice, right? And that is the reason why we always heading out to listen to all those. Imagine if the guy see and then one of the girl, and then when she talks, she's so sweet. Her voice is so sweet like honey. And then you always wanted to talk to that lady. And then one day you cannot hear that voice anymore because she lost her voice after she yelled at somebody. And now that you feel sad because you cannot hear that, listen to that voice anymore. And then we always wanted to head out there to find those voice, those sound, just like you listening to music. You listening to music because you listening to every day, and now that if one day without music, you feel it's empty. Nothing for you to do. And now that you sing your own, always mumbling with a lot of songs, right? And now the nose. The nose, we always wanted to smell something that is sweet, something that is smell good, perfume, things like that, right? If you cross by one of the handsome guy and then he happened to have some kind of perfume on it, is so attractive, and then you always wanted to go after him just to smell those. Same thing as mouth. We want to taste something that is good. Food. Any type of food that is tasty, we love it. Is that right? If it's not tasty, we don't want it. We don't like it. Imagine if on that table during the dinner, your wife cooked a dish that you don't like. You eat it, you react within your mind, but when your wife asks you, how was it, honey? Oh, it's so good. It's very good. It's like that because you're afraid she's going to yell at you. You said no. Things like that. That is correct? You've been there, done that. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you for that. Your wife here? Oh, wow. Okay, I hope she didn't hear that. So, that is how we always act, right? And this body, this hands, this back, we always wanted to lie on something that's soft and nice on the sofa. Let's say this chair right here, okay? It's a great example. This is hard. This is soft. Which one would you prefer? The soft one, right? Of course, we always wanted to touch something that is soft. Same thing. Desirable things, desirable objects, including the body of opposite people. We always go for it. And these five senses is killing us every single second. Imagine if one day we cannot see, we cannot hear, we cannot smell, we cannot taste. We don't have any feeling left. When we touch anything, we don't feel anything. Imagine if we lost all those five senses. What is going to happen? We feel empty. We suffer. We feel like this world, nothing left for me to do. Nothing left for me. It's meaningless. That's how we are as human beings. Always attached. We have all kind of attachment, and we attach to every little thing. If those are desirable, if those are attractive, we attach to it. And the more we attach to it, the more we suffer. Like I say, if one day we cannot have it, we suffer. When we look at that beautiful lady, we love it and we try to get her phone number. After that, we text back and forth and then call and talk. Right? At that moment, let me ask you. So when you like somebody, you cannot have it. Okay? That is suffer, right? Is that right? If you like somebody and you want to marry that person but she refused, is that suffer or not? Suffer? Yes. What if you like that lady and I say, yes, you can have her, and you marry her? Is that suffer or not? Huh? What is that answer? Suffer or not if you got her?
No.
No? Okay, yes or no? Who say no, raise your hand. Okay, not many people. Who say yes? Okay, let me tell you this. You suffer double, triple. Do you know why? I tell you straight why. Because right at the moment you got her, now that you need to find a way to protect her. You need to find every way to protect her from somebody else. One day, she come home late. She got out of work, and then her friends call her to go have a drink. She come home late, and you sitting at home on that sofa, maybe even on this chair, very soft, but you could not sit down. You just sitting down and then standing up, walking back and forth. Go around the house, every corner, and worrying about your wife. Why is she not coming home? Where did she go? Did she hang out with another guy? Is that suffer or not? Yes. With that mind, is that suffer? Yes? Yes, that is suffer. Because you worry. Because you're afraid. You're scared that she's gonna leave you. And you have to try every single way to protect her. Unfortunately, everything's so impermanent. She will leave you one day. Either she go with a different guy, or she have to die. Well, that is the fact. This is the truth. Nobody can escape. We don't have to wait until we get old to die. There's a lot of grave out there that is baby, child, teenagers. So many. We don't have to wait until we get old to die. We could die at any time. Within one breath in, without breathing out, we die. She could leave you just like that. Nobody knows. So the more you attach to it, the sufferer you are. Before you didn't have her, you just holding that just loosely like that, like this. But after you got her, you hold it really tight. You hold it super, super tight. And the more you hold it tight, the tired you are and the suffer you are. You ask yourself if that is true. You've been there, done that. You love someone so much and you always wanted to close to that person. You always want to protect that person. That is the truth. And we have to understand this way. Everything on this earth are impermanent. Nothing will last. Even the word, the statement that you always say to your partner, I love you forever. That won't last either. That cannot be forever. Right? So I tell you all these things to let you know that we live in this world. Always worry for many things within our life. In that mode, worrying mode, we are suffering. We cannot have a peaceful life. We cannot have a happy family. Sometimes we are happy because our husband and wife and kids brought us a present. Make a happy birthday party for us. Be happy at that moment. Those moments are temporary. They are not permanent. They brought you a little bit of joy. But after that, or during that party, something happened. Somebody say something that you are not satisfied. Everything ruined. Now you suffer. You see, all those sufferings within our family is happening almost every day in our life. Just one little thing that we cannot have a voice together. We talk back and forth. We ruin the whole family. That's it. That's simple and easy, just like that. While we work really hard to find peace. And yet, those peace that we found, also very, very easy to be fragile. Because we are not mindful enough to keep them. Because we are not mindful enough to know that I shouldn't respond that way. I shouldn't act that way. Right? So the clever people always remind themselves that I shouldn't react. I shouldn't respond in an anger way. I always respond with loving kindness and compassion. I always respond with a smile. But clever people always remind themselves that. And before they do anything, before they say anything, they always think twice. They always reflect themselves, knowing that if I open my mouth to say this thing, it will be hurtful. I will not do it. Knowing that when I open my mouth to say this thing, it will help the other people and it will bring joy and peace to the other, that person will say all those things. Means that person always think of a way to bring joy and peace to the people, wholesome things to the people, and avoid doing unwholesome things to the people and to themselves. That is a clever way to live in this life. You know why? Because we are living in this world and we've been letting people controlling our mind. Controlling how we act and how we talk, how we speak, how we do things. Why do I say that? Because we are very easy to be triggered by the other. And people love to trigger you. Toxic people always love when you react. When you suffer, they happy. When they say something and we react, we're excited. They continue doing it while we suffer, while we respond with anger and hatred. They don't care. They really don't care. Because if they care, they wouldn't do that. Because they don't care because they like it. They like that, the way of living that way, like that. That is why they love to trigger you. And we being like a doll for people to control. Why we have to live like that? Why can't we just mindful enough to manage our emotion? the more we react with all kind of emotion, the suffer we are. And how much energy left for us to do that? While we know we don't know if we still be able to live until tomorrow. We don't know that. Why we waste our energy and effort and time? And time is not waiting for us. It flies very quick and very fast, just like fast food. Right? We've been living with the past. We've been living with the future, chasing after the future. While the future is something that is not yet come, but we always chase after it. Keep thinking forward. Now, you stand here probably cold and hungry. Our mind's gonna think what I'm gonna eat after I go home. While the monk is talking, and our mind's thinking about that because the stomach is asking for food. And now that you're thinking about beef steak. Hamburger is out down the street. Alright, that's gonna be fast food now. You don't know where that is. Okay? But if I thought about it, if I stand right here and I think of that place, then I am already there. It's that fast and that quick. You're from India. You probably, when you're hungry, you're thinking chapati, curry. Probably when you're hungry, when you meditate, and then those chapati popping up in your head. And now that you're thinking you missed those times when you live in India, we eat chapati with curry, and then you went to India, have a dish of chapati with curry, and then come back. Why you smile? Why you laughing? Are you the one? So our mind, I'm telling you, our mind is quick and fast like that. Anything could happen. So that is why we always need to be mindful. We always need to be mindful in order for us to have a peaceful life. So within one breath going in and out, whenever we have thought pop up, whenever we have one thought pop up, instead of following that thought, which most of us will follow the thoughts because we are not mindful enough to bring it back to this breath. We don't have that habit yet. Okay? When we change our habit, if you want to have a new habit, if you want to change that old habit of not concentrating here, you have to have a new habit to replace it. Which is, it needs 64 days continuously practicing to have a new habit. 64 days continuously. It's not easy. It requires something new. You're not aware of this yet. Not strong about this breathing yet. The mind is not strong. So that's why when the thought power is so strong and it pull you off from this to follow those thoughts. Don't be mad. Don't be disappointed. It's okay. As long as when you realize that you are following the thought, you are not living with this present moment, which is your breath anymore. When you realize that, acknowledge right away. Thought, come back right here. Even though it takes you 15 minutes or 1 hour, it's okay. But that is how we train our life, ourselves, our mind. Bringing it back. And now, after the thought, you will hear things. You will hear voice, any type of sound. Just acknowledge those as sound. Come back here with the breathing. Any type of sensation on this body, acknowledge it as if it's itchy, acknowledge it's itchy, come back. Put our concentration on that itchy spot. Acknowledge it, observe that, acknowledge it as itchy, come back here. Pain, numb, put our thought on it. Observe that, acknowledge that, come back here. That's all we need to do. Simple, yes? But very difficult to do because we don't have the habit yet, remember? But don't worry. It will take a lot of time. Let's say we live in this world for 50 years. Now, if we want to change our life, how long would it take? 53 years? You could be very old. Okay, you don't need that 53 years, 50 years. Okay. All you need to do, but not 5 days, of course. Some people, if you practice it diligently within 7 days, you got it. The fastest is 7 days. Longer is 7 months. And then 7 years. It all depends on how much effort and how clever you are on practicing. But do not expect anything when we practice. Because whenever you have expectation, you will fail. You will not get the result you want. So no expectation when we practice. Just practice. Continue practice. Never give up. Just like me. Whenever I want to do something, as long as I know it's benefit me and the others, I will do it. Even if I have to die, even if I have to sacrifice my life, I would still do it. Never give up. Giving up is something that is not with me. I never let myself have that type of thought. So us too, practicing mindfulness is the key to bring peace to ourselves and our family. We should never give up. Even though this task is a little bit of challenge. And of course, walking on the path, if you expect that path, your path, to be smooth and flat, we want to be different. We don't want to be the same with everybody, right? So don't expect our path to be smooth and flat. Doesn't matter what path is coming in front of us, walk on it. Just like us walking 106 days. We encounter a lot of challenges. We walking through all the cold and hot, freezing in ice. These 2 days, Virginia giving us a really big welcoming. Ice, strong winds. It's really tough, right? But we still walk. We still walk. We haven't given up yet, which I hope we won't. A couple more days left. But we don't know about tomorrow. Anything could happen, right? But right at this moment, we still standing in front of you means that we are not giving up yet. So we walk on all those roads, especially Alabama. You know, when we started out from Texas, it's really hard. And then we walk on the flat roads most of the time. No, is it? Then when we come to Alabama, and we walk on all those roller coasters road, up and down the hill a lot. And on those days, it's also hot. And we have to climb up the hill and going down the hill like that. All the time. Exhausted. And our feet are swollen and our knees injured and all kind of stuff. But we still walking until now. So I hope that on this journey of walking for peace, every single one of us, we have our own journey. Is that right?
Yes.
I cannot walk for any of you. You cannot walk for me. But we are doing this walk to let you know that this is possible, that we can walk on this path to find peace for ourselves. Anything is possible within this mind, within this thought. If you thought that you can do it, you can do it. If just that petal of flower, if you thought that it's hard for you to pick it up, you cannot pick it up. But if you think that you can move that mountain, you could move it. Little bit of every day, you could move it. That is how strong our mind is. Determination and patience. If you can patient with it, if you have a strong determination, you could make anything happen. Anything could be possible. Life is hard, but it's not that hard. As long as we know how to do it, and if we want to do it. Imagine how much desire you want to marry that beautiful lady. Now, same way. Put a lot of desire on practicing mindfulness, just like the way you try to marry that beautiful lady. Love yourself like that. Try to achieve that goal. If it's difficult for you, imagine if that breathing just like, oh, that beautiful lady is sitting right here. Then you just look at her all the time and breathe in and breathe out. If you want, you can do that. So after all that talk, what I want to tell you is, if we cannot practice mindfulness to have peace for our life, we will struggle and go back to our old days and struggle again and again and suffer again and again. We don't have much time left to waste. So every day practice this. And plus every morning when you wake up, please get a pen and paper out, write down the statement, say, today is going to be my peaceful day, that I talk about it for 105 days, 6 days already. Every day, write it down. Doesn't matter how old we are. We have to write this down. That I talked about this earlier today. Our eyes working, our hand is working along with the mind, our mouth is working along with our mind. It's very important and very powerful. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down. Read it over with our eyes. Read it over and over. And then read it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Tell that universe that this is my day. No one else in this world can mess it up except ourselves. We are the only person who can mess our days up. Which please don't. Don't. Anybody can throw hatred, anger, and anything to us, but we are the only person who choose to hold it or not. Just like I'm holding the rope of fire. If I throw it to you, you get to choose to hold it or not, to grab it or not, right? Will you grab it? No, right? Because it's gonna burn you and turn you into barbecue. Right? And I and you will both become barbecue. So don't hold it. Let me barbecue myself. Because whatever I throw it to you, if you rejected it, it will come back to me. I'm the owner of it, not you. No one else. So don't receive anything when people throw it to us. Make no sense. It makes no sense when they throw trash to us and then we hold it and we think that this is gold. Because whenever we hold it, it's recorded deeply in our mind. And then we have to live with it for the rest of our life. That is silly. But unfortunately, that is our habit. As a human being, we have that kind of habit. That is the nature. But we can change this from now. We can change this from now on. That will not receive any trust from the other people who they dump into in front of us or to us. Look at those as trash. When trash means not usable, it should be go to the garbage. Right? So will we change from now? Yes?
Yes.
And so after you read that, tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day. Throughout that day, please be mindful with everything you do, one thing at a time. Do not multitask. Do not multitask. This is very important because all of us here are multitask, doing many things at the same time. Eat, texting, listening or watching to movie at the same time. Is that right?
Yes.
changing clothes with listening to music at the same time and singing at the same time. Cooking and watching movie or watching YouTube at the same time, and then you cut yourself. You did that? Why you laugh so hard? And now you go to the bathroom. You bring your lover with you to the toilet and talk. I don't know why, but every single time when I talk, I mention the bathroom and the lover. You all cracked up. It's because all of you are doing this. Is that right? Yes? I don't know why. I really don't know why. But seems like that is the secret place for all of us, right? That is the secret place when you go in there and you talk with your lovers. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Right? And sometimes you are unmindful and you drop that lover into that bowl. Well, the number 2 already in it. Now you have to buy a new lover. Why would you do that? You know, there are people outside waiting for their turn too. Unfortunately, human beings, we always do this. And please don't do that anymore. Be mindful. Be mindful on number 1 and be mindful on number 2. Don't get constipation. Because when you focus in this, you cannot do number 1 and number 2. When you focus on number 1 and number 2, you cannot focus on this. So what's the point of having all these 3 together? We need to practice to liberate our lover. We need to live without our lover for some time. 1 hour before bed, no lover. Okay? 1 hour before bed, no lover. To do what?
Sleep.
Breathing. So that you can have a restful night. Because when you have this lover with you before bed, there's a lot of distraction, a lot of things online. It distracts you and you could not sleep. In the morning when you wake up, please no lover as well. Okay? Our habit is to grab for the lover and check on our status overnight. Something commented, something on it. Or now you have to check on Walk for Peace. It's okay. You don't need to. So, don't grab your lover in the morning. Make your bed neat and nice. Now, your turn to go to the toilet. But no lover. Remember, no lover to the toilet. Make a sign on that door. No lovers allowed. And then when you go to the toilet, finish your thing, come right out, get a pen and a paper, write out that statement. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Throughout the day, please be mindful with it. Try to stay away from your lover as much as possible. This is the way to train ourselves to be mindful. Okay? That is the most distraction places ever. Anything happen online, you know it all. Anything happen around the world, you know it all, but you don't know your breath. Is that right?
Yes.
So now we need to change. We need to change. We don't need to know too much out there, but we need to know this. Very important. Because this is something that will help you at your last moment of our life. Imagine if we are lying there craving and fighting for each and every breath before we die. Remember those moments our lovers, our family member pass away. How difficult for them to breathe. Do we experience that? Yes? Have we seen those? Yes? We will be there. If we are not mindful with this breath, when that moment comes, it's very terrible. Very terrible. But when we mindful enough, we will not suffer that much. when that moment comes. So all those things that I talk about is all to remind you to be mindful on everything we do. That is how we train our life to have a peaceful day and peaceful life. Always start it out from ourselves. Don't expect the outside world. And don't expect this world to change for us. But we need to change our world first and then spread out like that. You see, when we started out from Fort Worth, Texas to here, 106 days, and the crowd is getting larger and larger every single day. If I tell you, millions of people have been coming out on the road and gathering for us. And millions of people online are following and working on the same task with us. It means that peace is something that people are craving for and looking for and hungry for, right? And this is what we really need. And it means that all of us, millions and millions of people around the world, are working together to change this world. We are part of it. We are part of the peacemaker to change this world. Together we can change this world. Only the venerable monks, we cannot do that. That is the reason why everywhere we go, I share this key, I share this message to all of you so that you can join with us. You can join with us together to change this world to be a better place for our future generation to live and for ourselves to live. That is how peace begins. And that is how peace spread out. Practice to walk on this path of our own every single day for the rest of our life. Can we do that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And when you go home tonight, remember each and every step you made, either forward or backward, it counts from there. Remember, peace is always very easy to be fragile. If somebody pushed you, if somebody bumped into you and you react, it means that you break your peace. Peace with condition is not peace. Remember that. Peace means in any conditions, even in chaos, we still remain silent, we still remain calm. That is peace. But that why I always repeat to tell people not to walk with us alongside with the venerable monks, because I want to protect the environment for all the people who coming out to experience the walk for peace. And that is why I ask people not to walk with us. The more people join, the more it's going to turn into a problem, because it's very difficult to control. Okay, so if we support this mission, we should walk with the venerable monks in spirit only. That is how we practice to support this mission. Can we do that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Any question for me?
Aww.
I don't know why every single time when I ask that question, you all always ask Aloka. Can we bring Aloka out? So are you here to see us or see Aloka? Both? Yes. The best way to keep away fear. Fear of dying. There's one way to practice. We must know that being born, aging, sickness, and death, these are the four truths that no one can escape. But to stay away from fear of dying, as a Buddhist monk, we always practice, because we know that everything's all impermanent. This life will just come and go. Okay? So we are not fearing of death. But we practice to prepare our death. Some meditation center, we have the casket, open casket, and the one who desire to, who have the mindset that wanted to practice that. Go inside of that casket, lie down, and then close that lid and practice just like we are dying. That is how we practice. And of course, the other way is to look at those corpses. We practice by seeing those corpses decaying every single day. And that is how we practice. But in order for us to stay away from any kind of fear, not just death, we have to have mindfulness. When you are living with mindfulness, any feeling, any thought pop up, you realize right away that I already explained. When you realize that that thought is popping up and that thought is not helping, you will not follow it, and fear will not be with you. It will vanish by itself. So mindfulness is also the key. Okay? Okay, this is Aluka. Aluka, say hi to everybody. He's like, what I'm doing here. So he's still under restrictions, and so we are not allowing him to walk that much. Okay. So you all know the meaning of Aloka? Light. Because I want him to find the lights of wisdom. That is why I named him Aloka. Yes, sir. I'm sorry? Panyakara? Now you ask my name. Panyakara is the person who seeks for wisdom. That's what it means. And I am seeking for it. Every day, I have to practice every day to find wisdom. Yes. How do I overcome the pain of the cold? Well, I think that we just continue walking in the cold. Breathe in and breathe out, of course, every single time when we walk, that I already talked about. I always pay attention to my breath. And of course, it's still cold. It's not that when we do the breathing, it's not cold anymore. No, it's not like that. It's still cold. But then we know how to manage our emotions. Not to let that cold ruin our mood or anything like that. So concentration is also supporting. Okay? And of course, one of the best ways to protect us from the cold is to bundle up. The pin. Okay, I have to answer this question first. She said that the other day she gave me a Buddhist pin. I'm not wearing it, so what is the reason? Okay, now since he asked this question, I want to clarify something. I receive many pins per day. Originally, I only accept those pins from the law enforcement like police, fire department, sheriff, EMS who supported us on the walk because they are out on the road to support us on those walk. So after they escorted us to the location, they're honored to put it on and appreciate our walk and this thing to walk, and then also means that they will continue to support this walk. So basically, it's only those law enforcement pins on my rope. And then later, somehow many people see I have a lot of pins, and everybody are trying to give me pins like real estate. They want to put it on there. I want to put their name and the realtor on my rope. All kind of businesses. I was like, okay, I am not the person who can promote every business here. A lot of things like that, right? I received not just those pins, but of course from organization and charity and things like that. I appreciate it so much. I always receive anything that people offer. But I cannot put everything on my rope, because if I put everything on my rope, I cannot walk. Definitely I cannot walk. And sometimes I put it on and I take it off. Right? Because I'm removing it every day. To put new on, and then I put the new one, take the old one off and put the new one on. Just like that. That is how I support myself to walk until now. I cannot put everything. And these are the 4th batches already. These are not the original. The 4th batch. So a lot of pins. And all those pins will be on the waffle piece flags. But please keep in mind that I cannot put your business pins on my flag or on my rope. And give me a Buddhist pins. There's nothing wrong with it. And I did put it on, but I took it off. Okay? So, since he asked me that question, I take the advantage of it to let you know that is how it works. And my intention was for those law enforcement team who supported us on this journey, that is the initial thoughts that I put it on. So if you don't see your pins on it, please understand. Don't be sad. But I receive all those love from all of you already. Okay? Thank you so much. Yes?
Excuse me, over here.
I'm sorry? Oh, mala for me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. You also have gift for me? Thank you. Any more gifts? Thank you. Any mantra you asking me? Or any mantra to go through challenges? If I know that mantra and I shouldn't suffer like this.
Can I have you just back up just a second? Let him come over here.
Thank you.
No, I'm not like that. Can you please come
Okay,
here?
there you go.
Yes, give me a second. Okay, thank you, Mary.
I have a question.
Can I get you on the other side of the line? Back on the other side.
Excuse me, is that a personal video or are you putting it up on the site?
They're official walk with the site, and this is sacred.
Oh
my goodness.
Thank you. Look at this drawing. So beautiful. Uh-oh. Wow, this is so beautiful too. Give me a second.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Yes.
Sacred scripture, what? YouTube.
I think it's like sacred scripture, stupid scripture. I'll have to look. Oh,
Healing prayer. Okay. I will explain it. Okay, I will explain that too. Anything else?
I They have another gift here.
Thank you. Okay, now let me answer this question. Basically, you wanted to understand, to know. Huh? Oh, can I have this? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me answer this question first. The healing mantra, or how to help the people who's in a critical condition. In our religions, Theravada tradition, now we have Mahayana, we have Theravada, and we are Theravada. We have many other lineage too, okay? So I'm talking about Theravada because this is what I practice. Theravada originally from India time up until now, that is what we keep original. We don't change. What all those things that the Buddha taught, we keep it the same way and practice until now. So within our practicing, we don't have any type of prayer for the people who died already to reborn into a different realm, or any prayer to heal people by just praying like that. Okay, but there is a sutta that when we pray, when we chant, that will support the sickness people, but that person also have to understand in order for it to work. Okay, but other than that, if this deceased people, what we can do is, let's say if we have a family member who died, if we want to support our family member, then what we should do is offering dana. What is offering dana? Offering food to the Mahasangha, which is the monks, community of monks. When we offer in food to the monks community, and we use that merit, after we cultivate that meritorious deed, we can transfer it to our deceased, departed family members. And when they receive it, if they can receive it, they will receive it, and they were born in a peaceful realm, a better realm. That's how it works. But there will be no mantra, no sutta to chant, and then that person automatically go to a different realm. There's no such thing. I'm explaining, there is no mantra for suffering people to overcome it. We just have to practice mindfulness to understand the nature of the nature of the mind, the nature of this world, that everything will have to go the way it is. We cannot change it. Either we accept it or not. We still have to face all those things in life, right? If we want our life to be peaceful and happy, I already explained it. We have to practice mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we're just gonna shuffle back and forth. If you are mindful enough, you will not let all those problems, sorrow to bother you. Because when you have those sorrow mind, sorrow feelings, and if you're mindful, you know that, oh, this is hurtful, this is not gonna support me, then you will focus on your breathing instead of that sorrow feelings, right? So all is gonna go back to the mindfulness practicing. Anything in our life, suffer or not, sorrow or not, if we have our family member pass away, I know that is a really difficult feeling for us, but we cannot live with that sorrow mind forever. We have to move on. That I always said, now that person already passed away, you cannot do anything to undo it. But there's one thing that you still need to do, which is you need to live better. You need to live a better life, and you need to live for that person. Carry on that person's goal or vow that they have not been able to fulfill it. Now you have to do it. You live for yourself, and you live for that person. That is how you love them. But you cannot live in sorrow. Because living in sorrow, that is suffering. And that is why we are walking for peace, to show you the key to get out of all those things, to live in peace. Okay? All right? I hope that I'm sorry? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now that our venerable monks will pass out the peace bracelet to you all. And when you go home, please be mindful. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. When you get one, please make your way out so that the people behind can receive it.
When you get one, please move to the back so other people can get something.
Once you get one, Here.